There are 11 Dark Eldar on this raiding party, and as you can see, it's not just witches anymore. The witch cult of incessant rage has called upon their longtime ally, the Cabal of the Crippled Dog. The Cabal of the Crippled Dog has the Kill Team leader, which is the Sybarite. He is armed with a splinter rifle, and he brought with him 4 of his best lads, all armed with splinter rifles. Actually, one of those is a woman, but with the Drukhari, it's tough to tell sometimes. On the other side, we have the witches. The Hecatrix is armed with a blast pistol and agonizer, and then I have 3 witch fighters rounded out with 1 of each witch weapon. So you have the Hydra Gauntlets, the Razor Flails, and the Shardnet and Impaler, and then 2 more witches join them. So that is just at 100 points, ready to take on the Space Marines. The Space Marine list might look familiar. It is led by a Primaris Sergeant, and he has brought 3 Primaris Marines with him. They are extremely resilient in Kill Team and should be feared. They are also pretty deadly with those 30-inch bolt rifles. And they are just the standard Primaris bolt rifles, so 30 inches, AP -1. They're joined by 3 lads from 10th Company. You have a sniper rifle and camo cloak. You have a heavy bolter, and you have 1 scout armed with a bolt pistol and combat knife for that +1 attack, ready to fend off the Drukhari's assassination attempt. Gabe and I are getting ready to play the Assassinate mission from the rulebook. It is a narrative mission. So Gabe is going to be the defender. I will be the attacker with my Drukhari. And victory conditions is if I kill Gabe's leader, I win. If his leader survives, he wins. It's going to go at least 4 turns. Could go more. We'll see. But right now we're going to roll off to see who has the tactical advantage. I have a 6. Gabe, you have an 8. Okay, so that means I got to deploy my guy first. I'm going to start by placing my leader right back here behind that Connex. Gabe's leader has to go in the middle, and so that is where he has placed him. I'm going to go ahead and place a Cabalite Warrior. Not that matters, but this guy looks cooler up on top of the container there. Gabe has placed a sniper behind the container there. I'm going to place a second Cabalite Warrior over here. The storage containers are just 3 inches, so if we get knocked down, we will have to take a fall test. That is an intercessor on Gabe's right. I'm going to place a Cabalite up here behind that ammo crate. And another Cabalite up here behind this ammo crate. And there is another intercessor for Gabe. Okay, now I'm going to start placing my witches. Starting with my Hecatrix, going to go over here on the left. There is the heavy bolter shotgun from Gabe. Hecatrix is going to be joined by Razor Flails. There is a scout with a combat knife. Another regular witch over here on my left, and Gabe is out of models. And so I'm going to push up with the Hydra Gauntlets. Shardnet Impaler, and another regular witch. Now I do need to see what my combat drugs for this game are going to be. That will only apply to the witches. It is a 6, that is +2 leadership. Means it's going to be tough for you to break me, Gabe, but still pretty easy to kill me. Okay, at this point we will roll off to see who has the initiative. So 2d6, I got 3. Gabe got a 6. So Gabe will be moving first. Got your measuring tape over there, buddy. What you want to do here? Okay, Sergeant is getting out of town very quickly. That is the key to the whole game. So he's moving them back there and passing them up behind those storage containers. Everyone else staying put? Go ahead and mark them with your ready tokens. And I'll get ready, and I'm going to start by moving my witches on the left. So starting with the Hecatrix, she's going to go 8 + 1 for 9 inches. Can you hand me that tape measure? Thank you. So 9 inches for the Hecatrix. She ain't feeling too fast. Make sure she's within an inch there so she does better on her wound rolls. The razor flails, she can go 11 inches. She's going to zoom up past there, past the Hecatrix. She has just enough room. And the regular witch in support gets to go 12 inches. I think she's going to go towards the middle. Now, obstacles are less than 1.5 inches, they can just jump over them. That one is a little bit more than 1.5 inches, but 12 inches is going to get her here no problem. Alright, check some ranges here. I like where I'm at with regards to your heavy bolter. It will be a hard shot, but I can make it. Now, regular Kevlite has a 7-inch move, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my Sybarite right up here. Kind of dangerous to put my leader out there, but we'll see what happens. Over here, I'll advance the Hydra Gauntlets. Just going to go a total of 11 inches. Don't have much terrain over here to block, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a little bit over this side. That way, I'll be partially obscured from your Space Marine. Shard Knight and Impaler also advancing. I think it's go 10 inches. She's just going to go up here. And a regular witch. Ooh, she goes 14 inches. I'm just going to put her right on the other side of this. Again, this hill right here is less than 1.5 inches, so she just jumps up there and runs across. That leaves this guy right here, and I think he's going to stay there for fire support, so I'm going to mark my ready guys. It's here, 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 and here. As far as advancing, it's going to be all my witches have advanced, so none of them are going to be able to shoot. But witches do their best work in close combat, so they need to get there. The best way to do that is to advance. Alright, Gabe, that makes us move right into our shooting phase. Okay, Gabe, let's start off with your shooting phase. Ready forces, of course, get to shoot first. Where are you going to start at?
This dude's going to snipe that guy.
Sniper trying to get the guy up on top. He is unobscured, so that means you hit him on a 3. Snipers ignore long range, so he hits. Wounds on a 3. Doesn't wound. Now, you did hit me, so on a 1, I will fall down. But he is okay. Nibble, nimble, Eldar. This guy that you just shot at is going to go ahead and shoot at your heavy bolter there in the corner. It's long range and you're obscured, so I'm going to need 5s here. That's a 6, so that works. And then a 4 up the wound with the poison weapon. That's a 2. So your turn, bud.
This guy's going to shoot at her.
Okay, he is in short range, but she is obscured, so 2 shots hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. Oh, that's unfortunate. So this is 6 ups for me, not armor, but the inured to pain roll. I make 1, miss 1. So she is not within an inch of terrain, Gabe. So on a 4 up, you'll take her out of action. Instead, you'll do a flesh wound. We can accept that. Flesh wound to her. Okay, make sure you take your ready markers off as you shoot. This guy over here is going to shoot your heavy bolter as well. He is just within 24 inches. He's going to need a 5 here. That's a 1, so misses. Your turn.
This guy's going to shoot at her.
Okay. You're going to need 4s. You get 3 shots though. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, so this is 2 6-up inured to pains for me. Don't make either. You roll 1 dice here. You need a 5-up because I am within an inch. You rolled a 6, so she is out of action. That is the first casualty of this kill game. Kill team game. All right. So go ahead and take your token off that while I get my Cavalite Warrior over here ready to shoot. He's going to shoot your heavy bolter, hitting on a 5. Hits. Wounding on a 4. Does not wound again. Okay. You got anybody else? You got this guy underneath there. Okay, so go ahead and who's he shooting at?
Her.
Yep. So she is obscured, but within short range. So 2 dice, 4 is to hit. 2 hits, 3 is to wound. 1. So I need that 6 up in there to ping. No. 5 up will take her out of action. Oh, that's my shard. That hurts a little bit. Good roll there. Second witch out of action. Okay. This guy is also readied. He is going to shoot at Gabe's Marine, peeking around the corner there. 1 shot, hitting on a 5. Misses. Okay, do you have anybody else that's ready, bud?
Oh, this dude right here.
Does he have any targets?
Nope.
Can't see anybody. Okay, so non-ready, your sergeant, can he see anybody? Or is that who you're talking about? Okay, so they're gonna have to hold tight. Now, as far as my regular guys, the Sybarite moved. He's gonna shoot at your heavy bolter, needing that 5. That's a 6, so that does hit. Wounding on a 4. That's another 6, so he is wounded. You're gonna need an armor save of 4 up, which you fail. 5 up will take him out of action. That would be huge. Yes. Nope, it's the heavy bolter. Taking out the heavy weapon. Fantastic. Okay. There were no charges, so at this point, we'll go ahead and do morale. You have more than half your forces in good order. I do have 1 with a flesh wound. Her leadership, though, is 9. So even with the 2 girls out of action, she will be fine, so I'm not even going to roll for that. She does have another witch within 2 inches, so. And that was it. That was the only flesh wound you did, right? Okay. So we're ready to move straight into turn 2. Straight to turn 2 initiative. I've gotten a 12. You're not beating that with your 3. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure all our tokens are off the board. And the first thing I'm going to do is declare a charge with this witch right here. She's going to go up and over the container, I think. You can't see her. Since it's turn 2, she can also reroll charged instances. So it's going to cost her 3 to go up and 3 to come down, about 2 to cross. So she's looking at an 8-inch charge or so. A 7, she's going to reroll that. If need be, I'll just take her around the corner. With an 8, we're going to go ahead and measure that real quick. You know what? She's going to go up her 3 and over 1 for 4. Over 1 for 5, and she's just going to jump down. And since it's a 3-inch jump down, she doesn't have to worry about anything. So she's in close combat there. The witch to the right with the Hydra Gauntlets is also going to charge. This should be a fairly easy charge for her, and a 9, that will definitely get her in. And she is ready to take on that Primaris. Okay. So with that done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up some Cavalites on the right. Starting with this guy, 7-inch move. He's going to move behind there. Well, this guy is going to go ahead and advance. 7 plus 2. I can re-roll that for turn 2 for a 4. So that's an 11-inch move. He's got to get up here, having advanced. The other 2 guys, and he's going to be just out of range, so he's going to jump down here and also advance. Okay, actually, he's not going to advance, he's just going to jump down and move his 7 inches. No need to take a fall test, because it's less than 6 inches. And this guy is also going to come up 7 inches, to support the leader. So those guys moved regularly. Over here, my two witches. She's going to come around the corner. She's got an 8-inch move. I'll just kind of hide there a little bit. Within short range for the pistol. And the Hecatrix is going to move her 8 inches right back here. Let's see if she's going to be within 6 inches. She is not. She's just out. But she is getting ready to make her strike. Okay, so a couple ready tokens then for him and just him. And Gabe, your movement.
This guy is going to charge him.
Okay, I will do an Overwatch shot, needing the 6. Actually, I use my plasma grenade there, so I get D6 for 6. But now I need 6s to hit him with the plasma grenade. I do get 1 6. I'll be wounding him on a 4 with a strength 4 plasma. I do wound. You have a 5-up armor save, which you nail. Very good. Okay, so roll your 2d6, charging through the blaze of plasma there. Oh, 12 inches. He is well in. Good move. We'll mark him as having charged. What else you got?
That's it.
You want to charge any of your guys back there into the witches to help your guy?
It's this guy.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your 2d6 just to make sure you have range. That is a 7, plenty of range, and then go ahead and mark him as charged. Okay, I think that should be it for that portion, so we will go to turn shooting next. Okay, shooting phase starts with ready forces, so I'm going to shoot with this Cavalite warrior bravely standing on top of here at Gabe's sniper. Gabe's sniper does have a camo cloak, as you see, which means I need a 6 to hit him. Long range, obscured camo cloak, but here comes that 6 hopefully. A 5. Nope. All right, Gabe, your choice?
The sniper's gonna shoot at him.
Okay. He has clear view of him, I assume. So he gets to hit him on a 3. He does hit him. He's gonna wound him on a 3. Oh, that also does a mortal wound. We'll see if I make my 5-up armor save. I don't, so that means you get to roll 2d6 here, Gabe. And we're going to take the highest result, and a 6, so he is out of action. That's my 3rd warrior out of action. Dead pile. Okay, I don't have any other readied forces, so that means you get to go with any non-ready forces. I think your sergeant and your other guy back there can probably see through the containers up at this Cavalite if they want to shoot one shot at them.
That's what they're going to do.
All right, they're both obscured, shooting through that corridor there. So let's start with your sergeant. He's going to be hitting on a 5, 1 dice, sorry. Long range, so it's just 1 dice. Hitting on a 5, he does hit. Wounding on a 3, does not wound. You did hit me, so let's see if I fall down. I do not. And the other guy, also hitting on a 5, does not hit. Okay, so now it's time for the soldiers who moved to go ahead and shoot normally. So I'm going to go with my Sybarite through there to shoot at your sergeant. Still long range, still obscured, so it's a 5 up here. He does hit. Wounding on a 4, we're going to assassinate that guy. He does wound. Now you do get a 3-up armor save with him, which you do with a 6. Very good. Okay. That's going to leave this guy right here. He also is going to be shooting at the sergeant through the container. Also, make sure he's got line of sight. He does not have line of sight. Those sandbags are going to take it out from me. So actually, I think that might be it for shooting. Of course, this guy advanced. So we'll go to close combat next. Drukhari still have the initiative, so I'm going to start off with my Hydra Gauntlets over here on the left, Gabe. She gets 3 attacks. She is wounded, so she is hitting on 4s for 2 hits. She's wounding on 5s, but because she has the Hydra Gauntlets, she gets to re-roll these. I got 1 wound there. Just 1 wound. Okay, you get a 4-up armor save because they are AP-1, which he fails. So he's going to take his first wound. Now you may choose a character who charged as well.
This guy.
All right, that guy is going to go ahead. He has a total of 2 attacks with his combat knife. He is hitting on 3s for 1 and wounding on a 3. Will wound. I have a 4-up invul save, which I make. Okay, this is my other charger. She's going to try to take down that Primaris with her 3 attacks. She's hitting on 3s. All 3 hit. She's motivated. Wounding on 5s. No rerolls here. That is 1 wound Gabe at a 3-up armor save this time, which he makes. Power armor's proof. Here's your second charger. He can go next. And he's going to get 2 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He flubbed that one. So that is going to leave me over there with the razor flails. She is not wounded, so she's hitting on 3s and reroll misses, of which she has none. Wounding on 5s. There's none there. So that leaves your Marine who's wounded here, but he's still fighting full effect. He has 1 hit. 1 wound. I assume you want to go for the Hydra Gauntlet. She's already hurt, right? Okay, she has a 4-up invul save. That's a 3. So on a 3 or better, you'll take her out. But no, she is just wounded. Okay, that will be it for all the charges. So I'll go ahead and mark her, and we'll come back for morale. Okay, with the Drukhari, with their 3 out of action, 1 witch over there with 2 wounds means I am not at the point where I need to take a break test. I do need to take a morale test with the witch over there. She has 1 witch by her for a +1, and of course, -1, +3, a 6, 7, 8, 9 goes to an 8. Her leadership is 9 thanks to the combat drugs. She will be just fine, so she really didn't have to roll. But that was closer than what I would have liked. I mean, that was right on. So, Gabe, you don't have anybody with a wound at this point, and you've only lost 1 guy. So, we'll go on to turn 3 next. Gabe is just pointing out, he does have a guy with a wound. I need to be a little bit more careful in my terminology. He doesn't have anybody with any flesh wounds at this point. So, Gabe, we shall roll for initiative on turn 3. I really need to get at that old sergeant of yours. I've got a 10 to your 4. All right, that means I'm going first. Fantastic. Make sure we have all the tokens up. Okay. She's already in combat, so she's going to stay. What I'm going to do, that would be a large charge. So I'm going to go ahead and charge her at your sniper rifle. Now he can either fall back 3 inches and not do anything for the rest of the turn, or fire Overwatch. Alright, hitting on a 6. That is a 4, so I will be okay there. She's going to have to go up 3 inches here. It's going to be a long charge. 7, and that will not be enough, but she gets to re-roll it. For the record, to get into an inch, she needs about a 9-inch charge. She gets an 11. So what she's going to do is move right on up here next to you. We'll take that. And we're going to mark her as having charged. Okay, my Sybarite here still has line of sight to the sergeant, so he's going to stay. As is this guy. I'm going to go ahead and advance this guy down. He's going to go a total of 10 inches. So what I'm going to do, he's going to go ahead and jump down. That is just under, we'll take a fall test. On a 5-up, he takes a mortal wound, but he rolled a 1. So with his 10 inches, he's going to go over his 1 inch, fall all the way down. You get to move up 9, so it's going to go all the way up there, Gabe. Brave, brave. Super. And this one is going to go right through here and get ready to shoot at your sergeant, hopefully. So that is my movement. I'm going to go ahead and mark a couple guys as ready because they did not move. And it's on to your movement, buddy.
Oh, my sergeant's gonna move.
Clever. Okay. Well, that takes care of that idea. Do you want to charge your other Primaris into anybody, or is he going to ready himself? Alright, go ahead and mark him as ready. And we'll be ready to go into the shooting phase with me having initiative. As you play this game, you'll quickly find out it's not always best to go first, but once you win that roll, it doesn't really matter, and that's what you're going to do. So Gabe has moved his sergeant out of line, so these two soldiers that were ready, these two Cavalite warriors, including the Sybarite, don't have any targets, so they are effectively done. Gabe, you do have a readied Space Marine over there, Primaris. Where is he going to shoot?
This person right here.
Okay, he is clear shot at him, so you have 2 dice hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, it is AP -1, so it's a 6-up armor save, followed by a 6-up feel no pain. So 1 dice here, bud. On a 4-up, you'll take him out of action. That takes this guy out of action. Alright, he was your only readied soldier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we will go with pistols. I'm going to start, no pistol over there, I'm going to start with my pistol over here into the wounded Space Marine. She's hitting on a 3, which she hits. She's wounding on a 4, which she wounds, so he has a 3-up armor save, which he fails. So that takes away his last wound. We gotta see if this takes him out of action or it's a flesh wound. It is a flesh wound at this point. So go ahead and take away his little wound marker and place a flesh wound on him. He will ignore that because of his transhuman physiology. So where do you want to go next, bud?
Right here.
Okay, pistol to the face, needing a 3 to hit. Does hit, needing a 3 to wound. Does wound. This is a 6-up armor save and a 6-up inured to pain save. Failed on both of those. So 4-up will take her out of action, but no, she just takes a flesh wound. So go ahead and mark that up. Okay, now my sergeant, since you charged, can't use her pistol, and no one else up there has a pistol at this point. So that is all my shooting that I can do. Gabe, I think you got another warrior over there who can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to shoot at the closest target, so that's going to be that witch. Yep. Hitting on a 3. Fails to hit. Alright, now on to the fight phase. Let's hope the witches can get some work done. As it is round 3, my witches will be hitting on 2s, so I'm going to start with Hecatrix right there, Gabe, on your sniper. She will be hitting on 2s for 3 hits. She will be wounding on 4s for 3 wounds, so that's 3 5-up saves. Agonizer. Gabe made 2 but failed 1. So on a 4-up, he will be taken out. Yes. Which means I can consolidate her 3 inches towards the nearest enemy. So she's just going to jump down here. That will give Gabe a chance to attack her, but I'm okay with that. Because I need to, well, actually she's going to stay up there, buddy. I changed my mind. She needs to get a charge off on that sergeant. That's what she needs to do. Okay, that was the only charge. So next, I'm going to go over here to my razor flails. She does have a flesh wound now, so she's hitting on 2s modified to 3s, so I get to re-roll any 1s here with the razor flails. That is a 6 back there, and a 3 and a 3. So they all hit with the -1/+1. She's wounding on 5s and 6s for 1 wound at AP -1, Gabe, so it's a 5-up save. He fails. Let's see if I can take him out. This would be huge. Oh no! It's just a wound, flesh wound. Okay, where do you want to go next?
Right here.
Okay, he gets 2 attacks, hitting at that witch near him, hitting on 3s, 1 hit, wounding on a 3, 1 wound, 4-up invul save, no, 6-up inured to pain, no, 4-up to take her out, yes, All right, so now I'm gonna go with Hydra Gauntlets there. She gets 3 attacks. She is -2 right now, so she's hitting on 4s. She got 1 hit. She is wounding on a 5, but she gets to reroll a failed wound. That's a failed wound. That's a failed wound. Okay, so next. Your guy can either be your scout, or it can be this Primaris over here.
This guy.
Okay, he does ignore that flesh wound. It's his first one. So he gets 2 attacks hitting on 3s for 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves for my witch. She nails them. All right, that just leaves your scout over here with his 2 attacks.
He got a wound, right?
He does not have a wound.
Oh, okay.
Now, he does have a wound, but he ignores the first one. Sorry, you are correct. I just wounded him. So he's hitting on 3s. That wound must bother him because he has failed to hit it all. With the dead piling up for the Drukhari, they do need to take a break test. It was going to be on the Hecatrix, as she has my highest leadership of a 10 right now. I've rolled a 9, so combat drugs came in handy. Now I do have to take a couple break tests as well. There are 5 witches out of action, or 5 Drukhari out of action. So it's going to be a +5 to that one over there, Gabe. Her leadership is a 9. So that is going to equal her leadership. Yes, indeed. So, barely make it, but I do make it. Also, over here on the right, she has a flesh wound, so that is not going to make it, I'm afraid, even with the combat drugs of Splinter Mind. So she will now be shaken and not be able to do anything her next turn. That is unfortunate. Okay, as far as your side, Gabe, you have lost 2. You have how many with flesh wounds?
1.
And this guy over here has a flesh wound too, doesn't he?
Yeah, 2 people.
Okay, 2. So that is 4 out of your 7. So you do need to take a break test with a leadership 8. 2 dice. 8 or under. 10. Now you get to reroll that because you're a Space Marine. 7. So you are not broken. Okay, now you also need to take leadership tests, starting with the one on your right, my left. 1 dice. It's going to be +2. So don't roll a 6, he is fine. And the Primaris, don't roll a 6, he is also fine. Okay, so now we're getting ready to go into turn 4. In this quickly moving game. All right, rolling for initiative, Gabe. We're both in poor shape. Gabe has rolled a 5. I've rolled a 7. All right, let's see what we can do here. The good news is my Hecatrix will be able to use her pistol to get effect. I need to start moving some guys in towards you. So he is going to move this way. You still can't see your sergeant. I'm going to advance with him. 5 + 7 is 12. 7, 3. So he's going to be able to get up here, but he's not going to be able to shoot this turn. But look out, because next turn he might be able to. And the Sybarite is also going to advance, but not very far. He only goes 8 inches. Back behind his buddy in case this goes on. Everyone else on my side is engaged in combat. So, Gabe, I think the same might be for you. Your options here are to drop him out of combat or keep him in combat. Yeah, it's probably the good idea, and same with the other one. So I think we're all set then. We'll go into our shooting phase for turn 5. Gabe has initiative. He has 1 person ready. It is his sergeant. Does he have line of sight to anybody, bud?
No.
Okay, so that's good news. So it's going to go to my ready, folks, and I'm going to start with my Sybarite here. 1 shot at the Primaris, sticking his head out. He's hitting on a 5. He's wounding on a 4. That is a wound. So Gabe on a 3-up for a save. He does not save, so he takes a wound. So go ahead and mark him with that green wound over there while I get ready to shoot this Cavalite Warrior. Just out of 12 inches as well, so he's going to get his 1 shot for a 5. Hits. This could be good. Wounds on a 4. 3 as it bounces around. All right, those are all my readied forces. So now we go to non-readied forces.
This guy.
Okay.
He's going to shoot at him.
Okay. He is 2 shots with his long range. He's hitting on 4s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. Both wound. I have a 6-up armor save and a 6-up inured to pain save. I make one of those. And I am within cover, so 5-up to take him out of action, Gabe. That's a 3. He just takes a flesh wound like so many other Drukhari tonight. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and she was charged, so she can't actually use her pistol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Cavalite right here to go after the same Primaris Space Marine. He is within short range, so he gets 2 shots, hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, Gabe. 3-up armor save for that Primaris in there. And you need to make another one, but it won't matter as you failed. So he has lost his last wound. 5-up to take him out. Takes him out. Join the dead pile, Primaris Marine. Okay, now you do have a pistol over here on your left that you can shoot into my Cowering Witch, who is shaking right now, hitting on a 3. Fails to hit. I think that should be it for shooting. So we'll come back and do the close combat phase next. With the initiative, Gabe will go ahead and start by attacking with his Primaris, who charged into combat against my Hecatrix. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, bud. For 1 hit, he will be wounding on a 3. No wounds. And now you get to choose a combat to go next.
This one.
Your scout over there has 2 attacks. He's hitting on 3s, ignoring that first flesh wound. Oh, fail. So that means I can't go with her. She is shaken. And he's already gone. So I'm going to go with the Razor Flails. Leave that one to the end. So Razor Flails has 3 attacks. She has a flesh wound, so that means she's hitting on 3s after the plus and minus 1. And she will reroll misses, thankfully. For 2 hits. Now 5's to wound. No wounds. And that's okay. So now we're going to the Hecatrix. This epic fight up here. She needs 2s to hit. She got 3 hits. She needs 4s to wound. I need 2 of these at least. Oh, I only get 1. Gabe, at a -2, you need a 5-up save. I needed both of those. Oh, and the injury following insult. Insult to injury. He has made his 5-up save. Okay. And has this guy attacked yet? On the left? Oh, so he gets to attack. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s against my Cowering Witch. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. This is a 4-up save. Oh, she might be cowering, but she's still making her invul saves. So she is good there. Okay, so at the end of turn 4, Gabe, we need to see if the game continues on. Right now, your sergeant is in good order. On a roll of a 3 or more, it will go on. On a roll of 1 or 2, it is over. This is big. 4. We'll go on to turn 5. But of course, turn 4 is not done yet because I need to take a break test. So the break test first, 2d6, 3. That is just fine. I've lost a total of 5 so far, and she is no longer shaken because that's the rules. So I have a wounded one over there who rolled a 5 plus 5. Now she is shaken, which is going to hurt the rest of them. So the Cavalite Warrior right there, leadership 7 plus 6. He is also shaken. Oh, this is going poorly. But he has 2 within 2 inches, so he is not shaken. Excuse me. And so that leaves this witch over here with her leadership of 9. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Oh, she is shaken. That's terrible. Oh boy. Okay, that was not good. Gabe, you also need a break test with the leadership 8, 2d6.
Oh.
One more dice. It's okay, you get to re-roll it because you're a Space Marine and no fear. Oh, Gabe's kill team is broken. So Gabe, start with the leadership test over here. You've lost 3. So he is fine. Up on the tower there. 5 plus 3, he is fine as well. Oh, wait. Let me check that. I think leadership 7. So that 5 plus 3 means he is shaken as well, unless there is a model within 2 inches, which there is not. So he is shaken. Your sergeant, leadership 8, gets to reroll that. But he is shaken. As a matter of fact, we need to reroll for that one, because I forgot. He shall know no fear. But the sergeant is shaken. That guy is fine. So switch those markers. The sergeant knows it's an assassination mission. He is worried. Okay, so that means your last one over there on your left needs to take one. It's going to be a +4 here. He is shaken, but you get to re-roll it. He is shaken. Kill team broken. This is our chance. We will see what happens here. Exciting conclusion, maybe. We move into turn 5. Have now re-rolled to see if the game continues. All right, bud, turn 4, rolling for initiative. I've gotten a 8, you've gotten an 11. So that means you will be moving your guys first. Make sure we got all these tokens off the board. Okay. Except for, of course, that one right there needs to stay on there because she is shaking, can't do anything. So you guys can move 6 inches. You're going to be moving anybody about or maybe charging up to make sure my witch up there with Agnizer can't get to your sergeant.
This guy's gonna charge her.
That's probably a good idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blast that guy with my blaster. Needing a 6, that would be huge. 5. A 5 is not gonna do it. So 2d6. 6 inches will be enough to get him up there. Very good. Is that the only guy moving?
Mm-hmm. I know this guy's gonna move.
Where's he heading?
Right here.
Heading up there. Okay. Oh boy. With that, I'm going to go ahead and move this guy up his 7 inches. He's going to jump and jump right into there. And these 2 guys are going to ready or to shoot at your guy in there. Let's see what the distance is there. Yeah, we're just going to ready them. Everyone else has to stay where they're at, so we are ready to go into the shooting phase. At this point, neither force has anybody who's readied, so I'm going to go straight into the Hecatrix to shoot her blast pistol at that Primaris. She needs a 3 to hit. That's a 1. Disappointment. Okay, Gabe. Over here, he is okay, right? So he can shoot or he can shoot. Either choice. He's going to shoot first. 1 shot, hitting on a 3. Hits, wounding on a 3. Wounds. This is a 6 up armor save, which she fails. 6 up inured to pain, which she fails. On a 4 up, Gabe will take her out of action. Oh, there goes all my chances, I fear. Okay, so she is out of action. Well done. No one else on my side has pistols and are shaken, so you can shoot with this guy over here.
He's shaking.
He is shaken?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so it's going to be a really interesting close combat phase. Because I don't have any more shots. He just does not have line of sight, unfortunately, to the sergeant cowering in the corner. Okay, Gabe, in the combat phase, the only one not shaken in close combat as we look. These are both shaken. She is shaken. The only one not shaken is your scout from the 10th company there. He gets 2 attacks and he is hitting on 3s. He is hit once. Actually, he hit on 4s, so that was good. Because your kill team is shaken, you're -1 to hit. Alright, not so bad though. So now we are on to morale phase. Okay, we'll quickly see if my kill team can make their morale. They do. We clear off the tokens at this point, buddy. You are still shaken. I am not. Unfortunately for me, I have now lost 2, 4, 6. So starting with her over there. 7, 8 with her combat drug. She is actually okay with that too. Over here, she needs 1. 2, also okay with her combat drugs. And lastly, the little guy in there, leadership's only 7. He will be shaken, but he gets to reroll because of power from pain. But he is definitely shaken. All right, now for you, Gabe, you need to roll these. Starting over on the right, you have lost a total of 3 guys. He is fine. Up here, even though he doesn't have a wound, he has to roll. He is fine. The sergeant at leadership 8 is fine. He found his nerve. And over here, with a 4 plus 3 is 7, he is fine. Okay, so everyone is fine on Gabe's side. It was a momentary lapse of courage for the Space Marines. They have recovered. Okay, Gabe, on a, see if the game goes on 1 through 3, the game is over. It is over. The Sergeant has survived. The Dark Elder were closing in on him, but could not finish the job in the end. The assassination fails. Great game, buddy. I think it went much more smoothly than the first time we played. Lots of fun. A lot less rules mistakes made on our part. We're only going to get better. Appreciate the game, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, because we got more Kill Team coming for you in the near future.